My name is Jordan Lampy. Work for a company called Dwolla. We're an all-digital payment network. We get to do some really cool things with the internet, bypass credit cards, but still operate soundly within the U.S. financial system. So our clients range from consumers to businesses to even the U.S. government. Today I want to talk about something a little bit different from our network. I want to talk about a technology we created called FiSync. FiSync is a real-time bank transfer protocol that allows financial institutions to shrink the 2 to 3 day wait time typically associated with ACH down to seconds. Matter of fact, 600 milliseconds plus internet latency. That's pretty powerful, and it's going to unlock a lot of new opportunities when combined with an open platform like Dwolla. But I actually want to defer here to Chad Ballard at BBVA and kind of get his thoughts.
Yeah, thanks, Jordan. At BBVA, we've invested a lot of money in real-time technology over the years, and we really see that the U.S. has to continue to invest in its real-time technology within its legacy platforms in order to be able to support a real-time economy. And, solutions like Dwolla really provide the opportunity to really disrupt that space, especially in areas such as payments. And we believe at the bank that working with digital disruptors really helps us do product innovation as well. And so the FiSync network with Dwolla really provides speed, certainty, and a security from end to end on the transaction, but it also provides new opportunities for cost and product innovation.
And so what I want to do, at least initially, is focus on security and product innovation. So one of the really cool things that we developed in conjunction with each other is a new authentication and authorization process for users connecting their bank account to Dwolla. So what you'll see here is Chad is actually going to link his BBVA Compass to enable real-time transfers. What's important to recognize here is he's being taken out of session to the BBVA website where he's going to log in with his credentials. That means Dwolla is not capturing username and password, not capturing bank account number and routing number. In exchange, we're actually getting a token. So we're tokenizing the account. Now, here's an important screen too. This may look familiar because we do it every day with things like Facebook, Twitter. We use OAuth to authenticate. So now we have a token. Now Chad here is selecting the account he wants to enable real time with, and he's going to go ahead and verify that info. Now, one of the cool things with another security measure is financial institutions have the availability to add an additional layer of security, in this case, a one-time password. And I want to, as Chad fills this in, I want to just kind of take a second. This is all built on APIs and that sort of thing. So this experience doesn't necessarily have to happen from Dwolla. It can happen in BBVA's website, their mobile, even a third party could try to find a way to incorporate this. So now what we have here is a connected account. It has real time. Chad, why don't you walk us through some of the cool things that's and important aspects of secure authentication?
Yeah, it's a good point. I think in collaboration with Dwolla, we've developed a tokenization model that really lets us keep the customer information within the bank and not have to share it with a third-party application. Unlike other tokenization models like Apple Pay, you have to provide your information, your card information up front before the tokenization occurs. In this situation, you're authenticating to the bank, and the bank maintains the customer level information. So essentially, the payment information stays with the bank. And so solutions like Dwolla really allows for the bank to develop new levels of product innovation.
Yeah, so another cool thing is that we can actually drop that token. The user can drop that token, or the financial institution can drop that token. So it's a new level of control. But let's focus on the product innovation. Now, we could do a P2P scenario where he sends me funds and I transfer it out. But actually, I want to switch gears and talk about that product innovation concept. As Chad noted, products are finding value. Consumers and businesses are finding value from products that aren't being sold by financial institutions. In this case, let's act like I'm a business. And we'll switch over to feed 2 real quick. You can see my balance account at $1,100. Like I said, I'm a business. Chad owes me some money for some expensive lamp shades that he bought. So I'm going to go over and actually use my native application for bookkeeping, in this case, GoDaddy. They've actually integrated Dwolla. We're going to do a quick real-time transaction. So you can see here, he owes me $950. I'm going to go ahead and send him the invoice, and I'll actually toss it back over to you on feed 1 so that we can take a look at your BBVA balance.
Yeah, so if you look back at my BBVA balance, you'll see the account that I linked earlier, and there's $2,500 in that account currently. I can actually click on the invoice that Jordan just sent me from his company, and then by clicking on that invoice, I can actually pay that invoice in real time from my bank account. So you'll see that, it is opening up the invoice, and then just by clicking on the Pay with Bank account, I can pay that invoice in real time with my bank account funds.
So why don't we go ahead and do that? Go ahead and click Pay, and we'll kind of walk through what's going on around and behind the scenes. So we're going to go ahead and he's going to select his bank account, insert his PIN, authorize this payment. We're going to send that secure authentication token that we received earlier from his financial institution to essentially say, hey, does he have the funds? It comes back to us, yes, he does. They'll make a note inside of our ledger, which is a universal point of record. It's secure, redundant, permission-based. In this case, he's going to, as soon as the funds are verified, confirmed, they're going to go ahead and release that funds to me. So if you switch back to feed 1 real quick, we'll go ahead and take a look at the activity, and I'm going to refresh the page. And what just took 2 to 3 business days now took a little under a few seconds. That's very, very powerful. You want to explain why?
Yes, if we switch back to the other feed, you'll see that within my account, the transaction that I just indicated with Dwolla is now showing up, and the balance has been updated in real time. So from a consumer perspective, that means that I can hold on to the money to the last minute possible, which really helps me manage my financial services much better.
All right, one more time. Switch over. So now what we have we'll refresh. You'll see here that the invoice is actually paid. This is important for me as a business. Reconciles with the current operations. But I'm not done. Dwolla, we can actually withdraw these funds to a financial institution. In this case, we'll go ahead and select my Veridian Credit Union account. And again, what used to take a few days is now going to take a few seconds. This is really this is a game changer in many sense. Secure authentication, confirmation of good funds, and secure real-time availability 24/7. So the question that we want to leave everyone is, what do you want to build with real-time?